We're going to do a series of videos on time management. Now, that's actually a misnomer. There's no such thing as time management. You can't manage time. You have no control over time. What you do have control over is yourself. So we're going to look at monthly, weekly, and daily goal setting exercises that you can use right away to become more successful. Now, most people, when they set their monthly goals, it goes something like this. I'm going to bill $30,000 this month and I want to make 2 placements. I don't recommend that you do that. And the reason why is this. You don't have as much control over how much you bill and the number of placements that you make compared to what's on the input side of the formula in terms of making placements. Let me show you what I mean. This is a funnel. On the output side of the funnel, what do we have? Placements, fees. In terms of the activities that you have control over that go on the input side of the funnel, what are those? Well, they're face-to-face interviews, candidate presentations, number of search assignments that you have. And don't call them job orders, call them search assignments. Job order, it doesn't sound as fancy as search assignment. Your clients create an image in their mind about you based on the language that you used. It's just a thought for you. Other inputs are the amount of phone time that you have, the number of connects, number of resumes you receive, all that stuff. That's on the input side, and at the output side are the placements. We have more control over what's on the input side than we do on the output side. So when you create your monthly targets, focus more up here than down here. So let's just say we're creating our monthly goals. I recommend that you do this before the 1st of the month. Don't do it on the 1st. Do it on the 30th or the 31st of the previous month. So this is what you do. Goals for, let's just say, November. I like to do boxes. On my dry erase board in my office, I like to have boxes up here because I love, whenever I hit a goal, I check it off. It's just such a rush. I love to do that. So I always recommend asking yourself this question. If you only accomplish 2 or 3 things for the month and you'd still call yourself successful for the month, what are they? If you only accomplish 2 or 3 things and it's still a good month, what are those 2 or 3 things? Write your boxes up here. So for the month, I want to have, let's say, 10 first face-to-face interviews. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to have 30 candidate presentations. It's the second thing you want. Now, those are results. There's 2 different types of goals you can set for yourself. Results goals and then also performance goals. A performance goal is something that you are focusing on your personal performance, such as, I want to have 20 connects per day, every day with new candidates. 10 new friends in the morning, 10 new friends in the afternoon. I want to have 20 new connects with new people every day when I'm on the phone. Now, that is not necessarily a result in terms of interviews or candidate presentations. It's more on our own performance. So those are the 2 different types of goals you can set for yourself. So once you've got your goals written down, and you want to write them down, and I always recommend spending time in a journal, looking over the previous month. What are the things you could have done differently? What were your major achievements in that month? What are your goals for the next month? The next thing you can do is this. You can create, and it's like a thermometer. Let's just say it's like a United Way fundraising thermometer. And if you've ever been to my website, go to the free download section and you'll see the annual goal tool. The way it works for an annual goal tool is something like this. Let's say you want to bill 300. Every time you close a deal, you want to color it in with red ink. So you make a placement. Congratulations. It does 2 things for you. First, it validates the fact that, yes, this business really works. Right here. It says, congratulations, champ. Second thing it does is that it also tells you, congratulations, now get back on the phone. There's a lot of white space here. It applies stress, and there's nothing wrong with stress as long as you know how to manage that. But it shows you that your work is not done yet. You need to keep pressing on. So I always recommend for your annual goal, you can have an annual goal, an annual numerical goal, that every time you close a deal, you move your way up, and you feel good about yourself. It's a visual representation of where you are versus where you want to go, and what you need to do to get there. Also do it on a monthly basis. Some companies will have several of these. They'll have an annual goal, or they'll have a thermometer for their team's goals or their individual recruiter's performance. Anything that gets measured improves over a period of time. Your idea is to find something that you have control over that you can measure on a monthly basis. So let's just say we might want to have 20 candidate presentations. or 20 submittals. And that's how we're going to measure success. And every time you present a candidate to a client, you want to color it in. If you're just getting started, you can keep track of how many people per day did I reach. You can have a cumulative number of I want to be able to reach 400 people over the course of a month. 20 people a day. I want to reach 400 people over the course of the month, and keep track of that. Anything that you have control over that you can measure that's on the input side, you want to keep track here. And I like to change it up. Some months you'll have candidate presentations, other months it might be interviews, or it might be phone time. Anyways, remember, when you set your goals for the month, do it before the first of the month. Ask yourself, what are the 2 or 3 things that I want to accomplish for the month? Put them in those boxes. Make sure they're on the input side, and you can break them down between results goals in terms of an actual number of results I want to achieve and performance goals, and then create a visual tool where you can measure where you are with respect to where you want to be, and as you progress forward. You'll feel good about yourself, you'll get more done, and you will start really managing your time more effectively on a monthly basis.